Hello and welcome back to Murders on the Yangtze River. My name is Maybe Dennis, and last time we accused the youngest daughter of the Wu family, saying that she is the only one that doesn't really have a solid alibi and may have been the only one that could commit the crime. And after some back and forth, we found out that the secret she was actually hiding was that she's actually the magician's assistant that is mentioned in the newspaper, of the trope that has, like, you know, some financial troubles. And she was trying to hide this because it'd be seen as disgraceful for her family, engaging in foreign witchcraft and also being the sexy assistant, and that's shameful as, you know, a woman in this time period. And after thinking about it a little bit more, after, you know, tying her up to, you know, being afraid that she might be the murderer, we found out that, no, wait. No, she's actually probably not the murderer. There's actually other suspects. She's actually probably the least suspected if we consider, like, a different piece of evidence. And after coming together once again, we find out that the person who actually killed, like, at least two of the people was Elle, our little assistant throughout the entire case. It seemed that she was the daughter of one of the groups that were escorting some of the stuff that the Wu family hired, and they kind of planned the failure of this so that the people in that escort group would essentially die by, you know, foreign pirates or something, I forgot. But she plotted her revenge against like one of the workers, the older sister-in-law, and Taeman, and just short of completing her revenge from getting Taeman, who ended up writing a confession for his crimes. But yeah, that was a really intense case, and I really liked it. It was honestly really cool. The idea that, you know, the potential idea that the shipmate, Wu, the second oldest brother, who actually got all the inheritance because everyone else is either dead or disinherited, and you know, there's the potential that maybe he actually orchestrated everything, but he technically didn't do any crime there. So yeah, it was a really interesting case with a lot of emotional attachment because of how close we kind of got with Elle. So yeah, but now we're near the publishing house where we were supposed to ask about the book that we initially went to, you know, uncover, and we're still with journalist Wen. So I saw last time that she's probably gonna get costume, so that'll be really cool. We'll equip it right now, even though it's probably kind of out of place. I still like this outfit for the inventor suit for Afu. I think it looks really nice. And I'll stick with this hairstyle for Shen for a little bit. But yeah, let's explore this town. It seems to be raining. Afu has his hands-free umbrella. And it seems like there isn't much we can observe.
沈先生，徐先生，欢迎来金瓷书局。
I noticed that this chapter was called The Murder of, like, the Confined Room or something. So it might actually deal with the contents of the book, as well as, you know, back to the plot of Shen's brother.
我是书局的督教方寒秋。
方寒秋。
方先生好。
通过你的电报，我们获知了佩罗镇事件的原委。感谢二位查明了真相。
吕先生是一名出色的编辑，他的离世实在令人惋惜。
But low pay, not as much.
你电报中提到罗世文对罗佩作品的贡献。
这样也算对吕先生有个交代。
Yeah, she did essentially die for trying to do that.
毕诚十分看重作者名誉，希望他泉下有知。
Sorry, who's Pi Chung? I only know Petra.
吕先生一定会很欣慰的。
雨越下越大，二位先请进，我们屋里说。沈先生这次来是要查一本书，不知书名是什么？
The Murder of the Confined Room. Oh, never mind.
我也不知道确切的书名。不过，据罗世文说，罗佩的斗士一阵对此书的情节有所借鉴。
毕诚经手过的稿件可以说是汗流冲动，若要一份份查阅内容，耗费的时间会很长。沈先生还知道其他的信息吗？
I know the contents because it's my brother's
说不
death.
定对找书有帮助。
Lopei's visit, Lo Shiwen's accusation, Pi Chung's work. Kind of curious about the Lo Shiwen's accusation.
吕先生离开扬州前， 有没有和您提过罗佩借鉴他人情节之事？
他只说有些事情要与罗佩当面核实，但并未说细节。
吕先生怎么会完全没提起过呢？
I'm always kind of curious about this. You're just puffing your cheeks, but it seems like you're eating something. I guess it's like an ambiguous portrait so that he can be doing either or. But now we have her. We have a bird. Probably Wen. I think this kind of looks like Wen. I'm not sure. And someone else. But she's age 40. Fan Hantio. Supervisor of the Golden Words Publishing House. She is helping us find the manuscript.
毕成是一个谨慎的人，在没有充分调查之前，他从不随便说话。
这件事，说不定对找书有帮助。
Oh, okay. We're just asking for all of them. Lope's visit.
半年前，罗佩曾来书局拜访，他应该是在那个时候读到书稿。
那次是我邀请罗佩来的，也带他去当房参观过，但我不清楚他翻阅过哪些存稿。
这件事，说不定对找书有帮助。
Picheng's work.
吕先生生前的最后一段时间，有没有与存稿有关的？
非要说的话，毕成最近在花大力气重读过往的剧稿。
Oh, the rejected ones, huh?
啊，
Why?
已经拒绝的稿子为什么要重读呢？
此前书局并不重视侦探小说这一题材，很多的投稿都被拒了。
Ah, I see. That makes sense.
但近年侦探小说日益受读者欢迎，毕成希望能从中发掘出更多才华横溢的作者。
也就是说，有一些优秀的侦探小说被埋没在剧稿中了。
正是如此，毕成认为侦探小说的流行大有裨益。他展示了一种严密的逻辑思维模式，同时也鼓励大家去追求真相。对于长期受八股文束缚的读者而言，这犹如沙漠中的清泉。
Constrained by the late eight-legged essay. I have no idea what that is. I was hoping that would pop up here.
吕先生在做的事，的确很有意义。
先生，吕先生很可能是在整理剧稿时意识到罗佩书中的点子是抄的，所以他才会去找罗佩谈。
That is possible.
方先生，我们可以看看那些剧稿吗？
剧稿被送回当房了，我带你们去。
Okay, I thought she was like, they're all sent back to their original owners, so you have to find like 50,000 people. 15 minutes later. Oh god, are they
奇
gone?
怪了，
Damn it.
毕成整理过的那批剧稿明明放在此处啊，怎么不见了呢？
不见了，不见了！
What the heck? Oh, that's the parrot, and that's a lady.
哇，是那只鹦鹉在说话。
Okay, no, it wasn't one.
夸我，夸我！
九儿乖乖，
九儿，
你吃完饭了吗？
完了，完了！
沈先生，这位是当房管理员吴秀丽，九儿是他养的鹦鹉。
吴九丽 ，Okay, 吴九丽 and 九儿。
有什么需要帮忙的，尽可找他。
Oh, we haven't heard her talk yet.
秀丽，沈先生和阿福都是侦探，他们来书局调查线索，我们尽力要协助。
侦探，
Oh, there we go.
破凶杀案的那种侦探，
正是。
好猎奇，好喜欢！这还是我第一次遇到真的活的侦探，活的，活的！
Alive, alive! Please get that creepy bird away from me.
嘿，其实我也是一名侦探小说家，笔名叫阿帕。
阿帕。
哇，好厉害啊！能拜读你写的书吗？
All right, Afu was a huge fan. I forgot about that.
我还在构思中。哎，你别说，就咱们对话的时间，我忽然就有了灵感。侦探来到书局当房，寻找失落的线索，摆在面前的却是成堆
No,
的书
you gotta
稿。
stop right there. I want to do the case by myself. I don't want you to spoil it for me.
要从里面找到关 关键证据，这是前所未有的挑战。
你这不是根本没开始写吗？
吕先生曾整理过一批侦探小说的剧稿。
You know where she put them?
但凡目前还没有侦探小说这个单独的分类，只有话本小说、志怪小说、公案小说、武侠小说、言情小说。
Narrative fiction, supernatural tales, legal stories, kung fu novels, and romance fictions.
那些剧稿原本杂乱地堆放在这张桌子上，不过
She talks
我
really
花
fast,
费了
man.
整整2天时间，把每一份书稿都有序归档了。夸我，夸我！
Oh crap. You know, you technically did your job, but you really messed it up for us. Do you happen to remember the manuscripts you put away?
大家的脸色好像不太好。
I can't even blame her. She did her job.
那沈先生想要查阅的话，只能去每个书架上一本一本找了。
完了，完了！
It's over. It's over.
阿福，我们就从最左侧的书架找起吧。
Oh man, that must be awful. You can see these books seem a little off. The models look kind of weird, I'm not gonna lie. Look at Afu here. Oh, you can see the clock going. That bird is surprisingly quiet. Damn, we cleared out the entire storage in one day. Afu was like, I feel like I've seen him in that pose before. As time goes by. Frickin' hell, I'm hungry.
这摞也翻完了，我再去拿一摞。
I thought I said I'll grab another snack. Pile of books. These are all manuscripts that have been reviewed. I haven't come across any plot similar to the Confined Room mystery. Oh, I clicked outside the game. Whoops, my bad. So let's go this way.
炒饭、油糕、牛皮糖，
Give me
先
food.
生醒醒，来吃啊！
Give me food. Give me food. Afu's sound asleep. Let's not wake him up. Empty bookshelf. All the books on this bookshelf have been reviewed. And then, oh jeez. Ah, freaking hell, it scared me. It's so late. How could there be a child here? All I saw was a little bit of red and like a cap or something. Let me have a look. Alright, we're chasing after the child. Wait, we're back to where we started. How did I end up back here again? Afu has also disappeared somewhere. But yeah, how did that happen? What if we go back the other way? Okay, nothing. We can only go in one direction. One direction! Okay, I'm looking to the right. I'm expecting something to show up. Wait. Oh, wait. This desk looks almost like... Ah, damn it. Looks almost identical to this one. No, it doesn't have the clock. Sorry. How the music's framed is really weird. And I'm back here again. Is it the exact same? Back once again. The Confined Room Mystery, Chapter 5. Oh, I can walk past it. So, I need to get this straight. So, okay, so pile over here, 2 piles here, and a clock. I thought there was something else on the desk, but maybe I was wrong. Well, I guess I'll just keep going. I mean, is it a circular room and you just circle back? Okay, yeah, I'm pretty sure it is the same. Am I gonna say anything this time? I don't know what else I can do other than keep walking. The bookshelf is filled with books. There seems to be one book that appears different from the others. Wait, I thought we went through a lot of the books, so the shelves were kind of empty. Take it. Hello, boy. Okay, you kind of scared me a little bit.
别怕，是哥哥。
Oh, it's himself. It's a younger Shen. Don't be afraid. It's oh wait. What voice to give Brian? He's kind of dead, so I didn't have to give him a voice yet. Don't be afraid. It's me, Brian.
仲平，你又拿了爹的烟枪。
Oh, steals opium pipe again?
在哪里？在哪里？
Oh man, his father must have been addicted and abused his family because of it.
别出声，我去应付。
爹，你在找什么？
Oh, his brother's gonna get beat.
我钱呢？我钱呢？
家里早就没钱了，东西也被你变卖光了。
谁说没钱了？那个小兔崽子去哪儿了？
Is he gonna sell his son?
丽云的孔老板，过几天就来接他。
Oh my god, he sold his son.
只要他听话，跟男人去，那可是不少钱。
Oh man.
你疯了！
养了你们那么多年，也该尽孝了。
Oh my god. Shen's terrified. I know it's just his PNG kind of shaking, but he's shaking. Oh Jesus!
原来躲
Oh,
在这里。
I didn't react immediately because I was kind of zoned out. But holy shit, when I noticed, I felt a shiver just course through my body. Oh my god.
快跑！
Run quickly. Oh, is this all in his mind? I'm kind of curious. What if I don't do that? I'm gonna try to fall. Oh god. Oh my god. Oh Jesus. I just freaking died. Failed to close case. Alright. This autosave brought me right back here. At the very least. Oh jeez. I tripped. Controls are really not the greatest on the mouse. Run, Shen, run. Ah, Jesus! Alright, it's time for the keyboard. Gotta wave dash my way out of this. Go! Don't get caught by really abusive dad. Man, opium really, like, messed a lot of people up. We saw what it did to, Lo Shi Wen as well. I can't pay attention to the detail. The way like that, his face is just a PNG, but it's like stretching all weird and stuff. Oh Jesus, no! I was so close. You know, I think I did see this in like the pictures for the promo art on Steam. I'm surprised at how much I got spoiled by that, to be honest. Even though I don't remember a lot of it. Alright, I think I'm back. Alright, we're good. Escape the... overcome all obstacles to reach the end. Young Shen Shenping. Oh, his dad's dead. Oh. Oh, snap. Oh.
我可以进来吗，仲平？
This version of him has a hat. Or is it implying that someone else was in the closet with him? Oh, okay.
不让我进来的话，我只好变戏法给别人看喽。你先闭上眼睛。
Close your eyes.
可以睁开了。喜欢吗？
Aww. Oh, this is actually really sweet.
这是萤石粉，可以在黑暗中发出荧光。
It's really nice because we also saw them sitting on the roof talking about the stars earlier, especially with the Big Dipper, I believe.
郑平啊，你听过
Music
小猴子
change was
的
kind
故
of
事
weird. Little monkey.
一天晚上，一只小猴子在水塘边玩耍，它看到了水中的月亮，便伸手去触碰。水面泛起了涟漪，月亮在涟漪中消失了。小猴子很震惊，以
Oh
为自己
no!
把月亮打碎了。其实，那只是月亮在水中的倒影。月亮消失，是因为它被云遮住了。
I destroyed the moon!
郑平，那件事自始至终都不是你的错。即使乌云遮蔽了整个天空。
Oh, the story he's trying to share is that even if you think you might have done something, it's not your fault. It was a condition that, or a situation that was out of your hands this time. Don't blame yourself for our father's death, probably.
你还拥有一片自己的星空。郑平，哥哥最近找到一个方法，说不定能治好你的失语症。
Aphasia, I don't no idea what that is. Oh right, he was studying to become a doctor, I believe. Which also explains why Shen was so knowledgeable as well. Clearly he's very close to his brother.
我看到一本医学杂志上说，人遭遇过度惊吓时，舌头可能会后缩，导致舌骨脱位，无法说话。
Yeah, I know that too.
若用镊子将舌骨正位，便可恢复。
Oh man, I like this because he literally used that earlier in the last case.
我知道，那些大夫都说你再也不可能说话了，但哥哥不会放弃。可以让我试试吗？仲平，你尽可能张大嘴巴，再慢慢把舌头往外吐。
Aww.
很好。
哥哥，疼！
But you can speak. You speak.
无意识的痛苦回忆，如果无法释放或治愈，可能会分裂出不同的自我，以避免面对内心矛盾。
Oh, this explains Shen alter. They may result in the emergence of different selves to avoid confronting internal conflicts.
这是人出于自我保护的本能所构建的心理防御机制之一。
哥哥，你在看什么书？
哦，弗洛伊德的《梦的解析》这本书介绍了心理疾病的发病原理和治疗方法。
心理
Sigmund Freud. I've heard this name. I've never really been able to remember how the last name is pronounced. I think it's Freud. An Austrian psychologist and the founder of psychoanalysis, believed that childhood experiences have a significant impact on an individual, even shaping one's personality. This led to his theory of the unconscious, where repressed desires and fears reside hidden from conscious awareness. In the interpretation of dreams, he argued that dreams are not divine revelations, but expressions of the unconscious self. For instance, a child who gazes at mountains might dream of climbing them. By analyzing dreams, one can trace the origin of psychological issues.
我想了解鸦片成瘾的心理原因，进而探索出治疗之法。
难怪哥哥最近都在看医学书籍。
如今鸦片泛滥，不仅我们家深受其害，更有千万家庭尚在苦海。
可市面上不是已经有戒烟药了吗？
市面上的戒烟药大多是榆木混出的补药，价格昂贵，却收效甚微。
Of course, people would try to profit off that.
因此，哥哥想找到真正有效的治疗法。
我在弗洛伊德的一篇文章中了解到一种叫高科的植物，弗洛伊德用他的提取物来治疗抑郁症等疾病。如果
I need that
这
drug.
个药能帮助戒烟瘾，那爹的悲剧便不会再重演了。
Man, It really sucks that like a seemingly really good person end up passing away that way. Only one direction to go. I feel like I'm gonna get jump scared because it's still dark. Oh no, he's just walking, showing his life.
哥哥，还要等到什么时候啊？钓鱼好无聊。
抓狗了。
Speak and thou shalt receive, but you must be quiet.
哥哥，别让鱼儿跑了。
鱼儿抓口时不着急提竿，耐心等一等。大鱼上钩时会有明显的异沉。
Whoosh! Got the
是
fish.
条桂鱼。
回家，今晚哥哥做清蒸桂鱼。
太好了，有鱼吃喽！
And he just seemed like a good brother. And he also like, for example, he also earned Joseph's respect. So we also know that he was respectable even in England. Ah, the map of the
毗邻
world.
北极，终年积雪。
每天都是冬天，也太冷了。有没有永远是夏天的地方？
阿非利加州的以南地当赤道，岩褐荒漏。
哥哥，你要去学医的地方在哪里？
在这儿，英国的首都，伦敦。
In London. Yes. Where a lot of stuff will happen. Unfortunate stuff as well.
两位公子的才华世间罕见。
Sometimes I accidentally skip a little bit because I'm holding to go in this direction. And if you hold, it just goes like fast forward.
尤其是沈二公子，年纪轻轻就获得了公派留学资格。
Oh, so we got especially the younger Shen. So I know it's us, but I thought the older brother would probably get more praise.
今日为二位留影纪念，待二位学成归来，定能大展宏图，大显身手，大有所为。本照相馆也能跟着沾光。放松，不要动喽。
Oh crap, my bad. Oh, it's quiet. Now it's gonna be the murder, isn't it? Yeah, I'm ready for a jump scare.
哥哥，
Brian.
究竟是谁害了你？
Oh, the screen is split like right here. Is this the Mind Palace episode? All sorts of weird stuff is happening now. So we had like the, well, remembering your past is not too weird. Seeing a childhood version of yourself is kind of weird. Seeing a giant face chase you through a hallway is very weird. And whatever this is really weird too. Kind of curious. Oh, we're back in this part where we have like the old lady, our suspects, which I honestly forgot about, so I'll have to read up again. So here we have us when we were 19. I thought we were 20 at the time. Yeah, so it was 3 years ago. Cody Jones again. And we have a picture of Joseph Iscariot Bell. I don't remember who these three were. I think this is Bell's dad. So the funder of my brother's research program and the father of Joseph, yes. Toby Chung, pharmaceutical student. I think okay. So Brian Shen was also a pharmaceutical researcher. Studied pharmacology, and he died mysteriously in his rented apartment. Toby Chung is a pharmaceutical student, a fellow student of my brother at the University College London, with a competitive relationship, so they were competing against each other. And Stone Wu, pharmaceutical student as well. Acquainted with my brother in China, had a good relationship, but recent arguments occurred. Ooh, okay. So the only thing we can examine right now is the corpse. Everything else here, I mean, we're just floating in space. That's kind of weird. Oh, Jesus! Shen Alter, what are you
这是你
doing?
第几次回到这里了？
我没数过。
第1121次。
Oh my god. Huh. Is that like... That's over 3 years. If it's once every day.
3年，几乎每个夜晚你都在这里。
My bad. Over 3 years, almost 3 years.
但你仍然找不到答案。而随着时间的流逝，你的记忆正在消退。
Yeah.
别妨碍我，我一定会查明哥哥遇害的真相。
那你可得抓紧时间了。
You have no time to lose. Hello, Cody Jones. I guess we're re-examining. Oh, so that's how we're gonna do this. This is the case of the confined room, but we're just going through our memories again. Left curtain. What? Police officer. The memory isn't pleasant. Do you want to proceed? Oh crap. Okay. Yeah, we won't do that yet. I'm gonna observe all that I can at the moment. Trophies, laboratory equipment, pharmaceutical books, and wax cylinders placed on the cabinet. Currently, no special findings have been made. Lab bench. I wonder if we'll actually be able to find anything new. I've already observed the items on the lab bench. Take another look? Sure. What was this thing again? A dismantled kerosene lamp on the table. Oh yeah, I do remember this. Okay, and then we have a bunch of other chemicals and whatnot. I don't think that'll be useful. I'm not sure why we have this, to be honest. Circular outline. What was originally inside this white circle? A roll of Morse code paper strip which we took as evidence. So you found it on the ground? Aye, that's right. I suspected it fell from the Morse code telegraph machine. Does it have any content on it? Aye, a old telegram from Mr. Bell, Joseph's father. We checked the contents, discussing the development of a certain drug, Nathan species. I see, cylindrical phonograph. It was of the Chinese opera music, I think. During the incident, 1:40 to 2:30 p.m., cafe staff heard constant phonograph sounds. They were playing Peking opera something 7, yeah. Okay, so yeah, a lot of this is stuff that we've already examined before in when we were here physically. The stool. There's a small stool placed between the desk and the candle arrangement. The stool is very small, with a height less than 20 centimeters. Candle! Alright, that was supposed to be in the shape of the Big Dipper. There are 7 candles on the floor, arranged in the shape of the Big Dipper. Each candle has been firmly fixed to the floor with wax. 2 of the candles have shallow scratches on their sides. If I recall, they were like X's or something. Telegraph machine. I don't think there's anything new with this. This is a telegraph machine on the table, and there are traces of it being used on the day. The Morse code paper reel we found should be fitted in the hexagonal area on its top. Other than that, no other abnormalities were found on the machine. Books on the desk. A book had been taken from the desk. That's when we found the slash mark thing. Or not the slash mark, but the trace of ink, I believe? However, it cannot be determined if it was missing before or after the incident. Last photo. A photo of my brother with his classmates, taken by Joseph. One person in the photo is Stone Wu, the other person is Toby Chum. I see. So I think that's... Okay, body outline. I've already observed this place. Should we take another look? You know what? Nah, I think we're good. Skylight. The skylight is very high, needing a ladder to reach it, and has been locked from the inside. The glass has a thick layer of accumulated dust, and there are no traces of being touched. Police speculate Brian caused windows scorch marks in experiments. So, I think I've examined everything. So the only thing left to do is... I guess go to the police and, The memory isn't pleasant. Do you want to proceed? Yes.
This is all the case files here.
So we're now essentially in part 2. We're back to the point where we're after observing the body and we're at the station.
You can take your time reviewing here. I'll go get the paperwork ready for your signature.
Sorry. Oh, thank God, it's finally coming to an end. So this is the exit. Return to the crime scene. Really? You can do that? In case if you missed anything. I see. Huh. Oh, wait, sorry. I'm gonna go back again. That's why, if you go here, you have a different door by the window. This is the police station. And so instead of interacting with this door, you interact with the police officer to get there. I was like, I never examined that. All right. Case file query transcript. Police interrogation transcripts. The subjects being Toby Chung, Mr. Bell, and Miss Chung. All right. Whose transcripts do you want to read first? Toby Chung.
Officer, I am a distinguished graduate of UCL. How could I possibly commit murder?
Oh, they have English voice acting. Wow, voice acting.
There's competition between ye and the victim, Brian Shen. Besides, you were the last one to see him before Brian returned to the apartment.
Oh. He was the last to see him.
I did see him, but you can't condemn me as guilty just because I saw him, right?
Technically right.
Whether you're deemed guilty depends on your answers to the following questions.
Your quarrel.
On the day of Brian's death, August 15th, someone claims to have seen you two arguing.
We had no argument. It must be someone trying to smear my name. I can explain that. At 9 a.m. that morning, I was going to the Wandsworth Library to borrow books, passing by Pimlico.
9 a.m. at the library.
I saw Brian coming out of Mr. Bell's office building. I greeted him, but he pretended not to hear. I was angry. I grabbed him to confront and discuss the situation.
Just because you greeted him and he did not respond?
Not exactly. Mr. Bell's research project should be mine. He stole it away.
Ah, that's the competitive nature. I'm just gonna look at this. So it was a competitive relationship. Just fellow student. This was the Stone Wu was a person that had a good relationship with recent arguments.
He not only shamelessly took my project, but also deliberately ignored me. Wasn't that infuriating?
So you got into an argument with him over that?
I didn't. He seemed absent-minded, not responding as if he couldn't hear what I was saying. Later, someone looked our way, so I let him go. There was no argument at all.
Oh man, it did sound like you were trying to start something, man.
Whether you're deemed guilty depends on your answers to the following questions.
Proof of being absent. I just
Where
noticed
were
something.
you between 1 and 3 in the afternoon that day?
This
And
area
what were
seems
you
weird.
doing?
Like, the shadow seems off, and like this part is light for some reason.
I spent the entire afternoon studying at the library, then returned to the lab in the evening.
Is there someone who can vouch for your whereabouts?
The librarian named George can testify for me.
George, okay.
Whether you're deemed guilty depends.
Alright.
You ken of others who might bear a grudge against Brian?
I wouldn't know. I'm usually focused on my academic pursuits and don't mind others' business.
Mr. Chang, please cooperate with our work.
I really don't know. Only one time I overheard him having a heated argument with Stone Wu.
What's the relationship between Stone Wu and Brian Shen? Do you ken why they had an argument?
Do you ken?
They are friends. Stone often borrowed money from Brian. Their argument might be related to money, but I'm not so sure about specifics. What I heard, Stone recently made a fortune. Moreover, he hurriedly returned to China the day before Brian's incident. Definitely fishy.
Oh. That's why I was wondering. We have 3 suspects, but Stone isn't one of them.
We'll verify. Whether you're deemed guilty depends on your answers to the following question.
No more questions. The other 2 were the landlord, Chung, and Watson Bell. Let's look at Chung.
You police, let bad guys go. Bother this old lady instead.
Very accurate Chinese lady.
Mrs. Chang, I brought you in for questioning because on that day you were...
Only one at scene? Suspect me as murderer just like that? Which fool would murder in their own home?
Mrs. Chang, if you...
Ridiculous! Dare you stop brewing my medicine, curing illness, extending life?
I'll try to keep it brief.
He's like, I don't want to deal with this old lady. Proof of being absent.
Where were you between 1 and 3 in the afternoon on that day?
You ask where I was? It was Hungry Ghost Festival. Taboo to go out that day. Soak up sun, dispel bad energy. Been sitting in front of house sunning myself. You foreigners understand or not? On that day, Ghost Gate opens. Avoid going out.
I'll try to keep it brief.
He's like, sure.
During that time, did anyone else enter...
Of course not. No one comes in without my permission. No one's getting in any day. Besides you police, who else likes barging into others' homes?
Did anyone else think you might have...
Yes, 2 guys tracking Brian. They've been staring in my house.
Aye, we've spoken to folk across the road, and nobody's laid eyes on the pair you mentioned. James and Mary from the cafe next door said the same. Are you
crazy?
I'm sure I didn't see wrong.
I'll try to keep it brief.
No more questions. Alright, let's talk with Watson Bell.
Mr. Bell, sorry for the trouble.
After all, Brian was a researcher in the project I funded and a friend of Joseph's.
This voice sounds kind of weird, like almost AI.
I will do everything I can to bring the truth to light.
Nah, maybe it's my imagination. Funding program.
This funding project is about opium cessation drugs.
Opium cessation medication is one of Watson Pharmacy's core businesses. We have always placed a strong emphasis on research and development in this area.
That would make sense as to why he would fund Brian.
In fact, the person we initially funded wasn't Brian, but his classmate, Toby Chang.
Oh, so that... Wow, that actually is kind of true when he said he kind of yoinked his project.
Unfortunately, Toby had lofty ambitions, but little progress after 6 months. Joseph introduced me to Brian. He was facing pressure from the Sassoon family due to his research.
Sassoon.
The Sassoons benefit greatly from the opium trade. They will by no means stand idle by. When I saw his research...
Oh, this is a real family. The Sassoon family is a prominent family of Iraqi Jewish heritage. In August 1833, when British Parliament abolished the East India Trading Company, or sorry, it's a trading by accident because I feel like it usually includes trading. East India Company's monopoly on the trade with China, the Sassoon family took this opportunity to import a large quantity of cotton textiles and opium into China. During Ling Seshu's campaign to suppress the opium trade in Human, about half of the opium seized came from the Sassoon family. Following the signings of the Treaty of Nanking, the Sassoon family established several foreign firms in Shanghai. In the early days of the newly established Sassoon & Co., an average of 5,000 chests of opium flowed into Shanghai each year. Damn! Oh man, they're really raking it in.
Progress, it only strengthened my determination to support him. Also, the reason Brian studied pharmacy and aspired to develop better opium cessation medication
was very personal.
Was because his family was ruined and devastated by opium. I believe he is the most suitable person to carry out this research. I will do everything I can to bring...
Someone hear you having an argument with Brian in the office on the morning of August 15th?
At 9 a.m. that morning, I had arranged to meet Brian for coffee to talk his recent conditions.
Recent conditions? Was he sick?
How's she been faring recently?
I mean, I think, who was it? Toby? Yeah, Toby did mention that he was kind of out of it, so clearly he was not his normal self.
The research faced some difficulties, and Brian was feeling quite down about it. I encouraged him to hold on, but he suddenly became very agitated. so we ended the conversation. It wasn't like his usual self. I intended to talk to him someday later, but...
How long has he been in this condition?
In fact, during that period, his condition was quite worrisome. He became very pessimistic. In hindsight, I should have kept him a bit longer. I deeply regret that now. I will do everything I can to bring the truth to light.
Proof of absence.
Where were you between 1 and 3 in the afternoon on that day?
There was a pharmaceutical industry seminar that afternoon. I was invited to deliver a speech.
Understood. Your alibi is solid. For now, that's all.
Officer, may I add a few more details?
Huh, that's interesting. He's adding more.
Aye, of course. Please go ahead.
Brian's research on opium cessation medication touched upon the interests of certain groups.
That would make sense. People who benefited a lot from selling opium, like the Sassoon family, clearly.
I don't want this case to be overly influenced by external factors affecting police judgment. I also trust that the details of the case be kept confidential.
Aye.
I will do everything I can.
Alright, we're done with the transcripts. So we're done with that. Oh my god, there's a lot. Oh Jesus, there's a lot in this room. Oh my god, let's take it one step at a time. Case file, scene details. This is an overview of the case. So, everything's in English, so you can actually read this. So, Brian Chen, 79 Prilly Street, medicinal researcher. Name accused, none. So yeah, we have nobody. So, date is August 15th, 2:05 p.m. Reported by anonymous telegram. The police have meticulously investigated the room where Brian Chen was found dead. They conducted a thorough examination of the room and the son. I can't read that. Looking for any signs of forced entry or evidence of foul play. However, something indications were found during the. Oh, no such identification. The police also have interviewed the individuals who were potentially involved or had a close connection to the victims. Investigation found on Toby, Cheng, Karen Chung, and Watson. Okay, primary people associated. Okay, so you mentioned Stone Wu here. Returned from Britain the day before Brian, blah, blah, as a result, blah, 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 okay. The police conducted an investigation of each suspicious individual, but they all had alibis. It's a locked room, and the only key was in Brian's hand, which led to the conclusion of suicide. Okay, there's more. All the individuals provide credible alibis, blah, 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 landlady. Honestly, it's a little bit much to read. I'm just gonna skim it real quick, and if anything interesting is involved, then I'll read it out loud. It says, as a result, Stone Wu, blank, 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 suspect. So, I think it said he was probably not a suspect. Deduce it was a case of suicide. Oh, whoa. The police... Oh, supplementary investigation. The police also visited St. Mary's Hospital, where Brian Chen frequently went for his studies. Tragically, the hospital had recently suffered a devastating fire on August 15th, resulting in the loss of 20 lives. Despite the visit, no substantial information related to the case was obtained from the hospital. I wonder how that's relevant. Alright. As the Surgeon Joseph's urging, the police conducted several additional rounds of investigation. The police visit places that Brian frequented, such as St. Mary's Hospital, Savik Restaurant. However, no conclusive evidence was found that could overturn the aforementioned conclusion. Okay, more stuff, okay. Honestly, there's just details on the body, and like the location. There's nothing more that we don't know. Here, attached a layout map of Auntie Chung's house, as well as the photographs of the crime scene. Shall I recall the situation at the crime scene again? If I click yes, what will happen? Oh, we just get teleported right here. I see. Wow, there are 2 ways to get teleported back to the crime scene. Huh. Yeah, I think it's kind of weird, but I do understand why they do that. Because there's a potential for people to just not remember what happened the last time we were here. Here's the autopsy. So, General Opisthotonus, I don't know what that is. Bruises on all the fingertips on both hands, wood shavings in the nail folds. Oh, he was scratching at wood. Feet. A recently healed wound on the dorsum of the right foot. I don't know what the dorsum is. Other. No strychnine found. Ashes found on the body. Wax strips found on clothes. So that's probably from the candle. Ashes on the body. That's weird. So that means something was burning above him, probably. Head. No abnormalities, no defense wounds. Chest. Stabbed to the left pulmonary artery. Extensive internal bleeding. Sudden cardiac arrest and subsequent death. I see. So basically from the stab and internal bleeding. This is the autopsy record of Brian, and the autopsy was personally conducted by Joseph. It says based on blah blah, the time of death was between 2 and 3 in the afternoon. The report mentions it can be inferred that the time of death was between 2 and 3 in the afternoon. The victim died from hemorrhagic shock caused by a weapon pierced by the left pulmonary artery. Body in a contorted position, suspicion of strychnine poisoning, but no toxins were detected. Bruising on the fingertips with wood shavings in the nail folds. Healed wound on the right foot. No other injuries were found, indicating no signs of probing wounds. In addition, paper ashes found on the body and wax strips on the clothes. Alright, we got the autopsy for Brian. Let's look at the first appendix. So he openly expresses resentment towards Chang. Oh, sorry, towards Brian, not Chang. Oh. Okay, yeah, all this is stuff that we kind of got from the interrogation as well as the other reports. On the afternoon when my brother was murdered, Toby Chung was studying in the library. The library administrator, George, confirmed that Toby had a clear alibi. Alright, Appendix 2. Oh, this is of Stone Wu. Okay, I'm gonna read this as well. So they had a deep friendship that lasted many years. Stone Wu abruptly left the United Kingdom, leaving the authorities unable to contact him. His departure became the focal point of the investigation, adding a layer of mystery to the entire situation. Because of his alibi, his involvement in the case was ruled out. Basically, he left the UK before Brian died, so they were like, yeah, he couldn't have done it. We don't really know much about, like, the other details, so everything revolving him is like an enigma. So appendix on the case file shows police investigation on Stone Wu. Stone Wu is a close friend of Brian, and it is said that they had a heated argument in the past. Stone Wu suddenly left the UK the day before Brian's death. The police were unable to reach him. No one knows why he suddenly left, but this also serves as his alibi. The departure record in the appendix led the police to exclude him as a suspect. So it was basically his ticket for leaving, okay? Appendix 3. Okay, so landlady. So the server at the coffee shop couldn't confirm the landlady Karen, that she was probably like doing what she was doing. Oh, whoa. Karen was suffering from a terminal illness and estimated that she had less than a year to live. Is that why she's so obsessed with like making potions that can extend their lifespan? Wow, I did not realize that because she was so energetic, you know, like the old Chinese grandmas. Okay. Auntie Chung said that she sat at the gate all afternoon. Coffee shop staff confirmed to be true. Auntie Chung mentioned about brewing herbal medicine herself. Upon investigation, she was found to have a fatal illness with only 1 year at most to live. That really surprises me. Morse code paper on desk. This is the Morse code paper reel Officer Jones found at the crime scene. The center of the paper reel has a hexagonal groove. One end of the paper tape has been folded over, forming a strange bend. That is weird. Why is like the black here and then it got here? Oh, that is kind of weird. Unless there's going to be Morse code on the other side as well. The inner side of the paper tape is quite dirty and shows signs of wear and tear. The paper tape is filled with dots and lines, which are Morse code. Alright. The police have successfully deciphered the telegrams. Optimism needed. Assistance offered anytime. Stay positive. 813. This is from, I forgot Joseph's father, so the Daddy Bell, reads the telegram. Here are the 5 telegrams from Mr. Bell to my brother, starting 2 weeks before the incident. Adjusted medication proven effective in small trials. Congratulations. What is this, 8.5? Yeah. Oh, those are the dates, so August 8th. Not your fault, no need to blame yourself. 810. Drug development challenging path. Keep going, I believe success awaits. 810. That was on the same day. Optimism needed, assistance offered anytime. Stay positive. 813. Understand concerns. Office meeting tomorrow, 9 a.m. 814. Gotcha. That makes sense. The murder weapon. This is the dagger that took away my brother's life. The blood on it has already coagulated. As Officer Jones mentioned, compared to the regular dagger, this dagger is lighter. The police have found 2 fingerprints on the dagger, and both of them belong to my brother. Oh. Ah. It's on the top here. Interestingly, both fingerprints are located at the end of the dagger's handle. Yeah, I was just saying that. There are also slight scorch marks on the ring at the end of the dagger's handle. So it was near a fire. Huh, that's weird. Key. The only key in the crime scene was held in my brother's left hand during the incident. After examination, it was found that the key only had fingerprints belonging to my brother. A photo of the key, distinct Oriental style in appearance, intricate craftsmanship. How's that an Oriental design? I'm honestly not sure. The key has a side cut mechanism, making it difficult to duplicate. Ah, okay, so we got all that real quick. Map. There's a map on the wall showing police jurisdiction and boundaries. Red lines on the map connect different crime scenes. There's that, and that. Okay. Auntie Chung's house is located in Area A. Under the jurisdiction of the Westminster Police Station. I wonder how that will be relevant. Bookshelf. There are thousands of letters piled up on bookshelves. Surprisingly, those are letters from the infamous Jack the Ripper case. Oh, it was around this time. Oh crap, I didn't even notice. Among them, some provided information and some were claimed to be written by the killer. Jack the Ripper, the most notorious serial killer in the world. In 1888, he murdered multiple women in the Whitechapel area of London using extremely brutal methods. The victims were all strangled and had their abdomens cut open, with some organs removed. During the killing spree, Jack taunted the police and newspapers by sending them letters, causing a great panic in British society at the time. Over a century had passed since the case, but due to a lack of evidence, the identity of the true culprit and the actual motive behind the crimes remain highly debated. True. Newspaper. A copy of the Times on August 16th. The headline is about a fire incident. Oh, that's the hospital probably. London St. Mary's Hospital on fire last night, resulting in the tragic death of 20 patients. Yeah, I'm gonna read the paper a little bit. Initial speculation raises concerns about the possible connection between the fire and the hospital's equipment, laboratory conditions, or the experimental project itself. I wonder if someone we know might be responsible for this. I really wonder how that's going to be connected to the case. Hell, it's even possible that maybe Brian was responsible for this and he ended up taking his life as a result, even though I don't think that's the case. But maybe it could be an argument made. Oh, I forgot to read the actual paper. The fire broke out on the second floor around 9 p.m., quickly engulfed the entire building. The cause of the fire is still under investigation. Oh, I see. Oh, we're done? I thought I had something else. Oh, we have new faces. That's the other officer.
Master Shen, this here is Sergeant Gaunt, in charge of investigating your brother's case.
He has 3 medals.
Family of the deceased. The investigation into this case is done and dusted. Sign here.
Sergeant Gaunt, I can't sign it yet.
What you say?
What you say?
Won't kill himself.
You know, I like the voice, but it is literally not what's written here.
You questioning the police, are you?
Yes.
No. I just feel that.
Mr. Shen, We hold your brother's case in the highest regard, very seriously. Suicide is the conclusion reached after meticulous investigation and careful consideration. Whether it's Joseph or the more experienced Sergeant Gaunt, both are on board with this conclusion.
Ain't you here to collect the remains? No signature, no go with the rest of the bleeding paperwork.
哥哥绝不会自杀。
I don't understand what you're saying now.
如果我签署了这份文件，这个案子尘埃落定了。我不能就这样轻易签字。哥哥，你到底经历了什么？
Oh, dark shit is coming out.
这种感觉似乎什么地方不对劲。
Mr. Shin, are you feeling unwell?
A voice tells me that there is an inconsistency between a certain item I saw earlier and the documents in my hands.
It's this bee thing and this symbol. So we're gonna have to look for something related to that symbol. I kind of wish they told us which document he's talking about. Like, it's suggesting this, but I don't know. Ah, I think it might be this. Because the jurisdiction of Miss Chung's house is in Area A. Why does the document say B? So I think specifically they showed the B to show that. So it is probably going to be related to this. Yeah, the music stopped.
Officers, I noticed that the letter B is marked on each folder. Is this the police station's code or identifier?
Aye, that's our station code. We're mainly responsible for security in Kensington.
The map indicates that the house where the murder occurred is located in the city of Westminster. On the map, Westminster is labeled with the code A.
You questioning if we ain't got the authority?
I'm just raising a reasonable doubt.
I've mentioned to you before, we received the initial distress telegram. That day, I showed Joseph the distress telegram. We knew the address, so we went together.
The person who sent the telegram is crucial. He is likely a key witness. We should continue.
They don't know who it is.
The scene's a locked room, and the only fingerprints on the murder weapon are your brother's. Just these two bits alone are enough to peg it as a suicide. Unless you can cough up some proper evidence, go on and get out of my sight.
Man, this guy is... he just doesn't care.
哥哥，什么是侦探呀？
Not
侦
that
探也像
person.
旅行家一样四处冒险，但他们总能发现别人注意不到的细节。说不定有什么细节被我忽略掉了。
If you claim my brother stabbed himself, this piece of evidence seems peculiar.
Honestly, it might be the dagger. The fact that there are scorch marks on the ring on the handle, which is where his fingerprints are, and the fact that there's no scorch marks on his hand. I'm gonna try that.
Officers, something still puzzles me.
I love this song, so good.
The fingerprints found on the dagger belong to my brother's left index and thumb.
I did not know that. Left
And the
index.
fingerprints are located at the end of the knife handle. It seems that he wasn't gripping the dagger, but rather holding it between two fingers. In this position, how could he have stabbed himself in the chest with the dagger?
I got the right thing with the wrong reason. Sure, I'll take it.
Clearly that ain't the way he held the dagger when he offed himself.
But if he held the dagger in a different way, there should have been more fingerprints left.
Not necessary.
We speculate your brother held the dagger through his shirt sleeves. No fingerprints were left.
And why are there fingerprints in the first place?
If he intended to kill himself, why would he avoid leaving fingerprints on the dagger?
And why would he leave too?
That doesn't matter.
Bro.
You. Mr. Shintonai, get upset. We're not trying to make things difficult for you deliberately. The detail you're questioning, even if it's in doubt, it's dinna change the conclusion.
Honestly, I think Officer Jones is like fine. I think he's been very helpful. He's been very accommodating. This other officer, I forgot his name. I think it was a Gaunt or something. Freaking asshole. Like, his brother just passed away. You're just like, freaking sign the paper so I can clock off work.
It was a locked room. Door, windows, skylight, all locked from inside. The only key was in your brother's hand. There is nae a second person who could have committed the act in such a situation.
Mind Palace.
Are there truly no other possibilities?
I mean, it's really sad because whenever you do prequel cases, or not prequel, but like flashback cases, you know that it's gonna result in like, you already know the result. We're not gonna be able to find the killer because, well, or if we do, we know they're missing. And that way, it's like, we know that the ending of this case is not gonna be satisfactory. Brainstorm. Wow, still new mechanics. The truth about the locker room.
有没有可能
Wait, click the top left box. Crap. Deduce locked room method. Ah, that's what it said. Is there a possibility that the killer had copied a key in advance?
沈先生，我跟你说过。
Officer Jones is now Officer Shen Jones.
握在你哥哥手中的是房间唯一的钥匙。
Are there dragons in the background? Yo, that's kind of sick.
复制一把钥匙并不是多复杂的事。
你对你的无知一无所知。
Officer Gaunt.
显而易见的问题，警方会考虑不到。
郑夫人家的钥匙采用了一种独特的东方设计，我找了不少锁匠来核实过，没人能做出一模一样的。
当真如此吗？可郑阿姨的家里为何要用那么复杂的钥匙和锁？
Because she doesn't want anyone to break in.
原因不重要，重要的是，这让案发现场成为了一个密室。
应该还有其他的可能性存在。房间唯一的钥匙在哥哥手里，更可能是因为凶手。
He returned the key, or didn't need the key. The only key in the room was in my brother's hand, so I'm gonna say didn't need the key.
也许凶手根本就不需要钥匙。
没有钥匙的话，凶手怎么锁门呢
？Remote killing?
凶手不需要用钥匙锁门，因为
the room never locked. He hid in the room, never entered the room, exited from the window. I think he never
也许
entered
凶
the
手根
room.
本就没有进入。
案发那天，他整个人气息低落，浑浑噩噩。
郑阿姨说，那天中午我哥哥回屋时脸色不对劲，他会不会在回家前就已经中刀了？
你是说，被害人在无外遇自后回到家中，为了避免追杀而反锁了门窗？
Would he been fatally stabbed at the point though?
最后死在密闭的房间里。
正是这样。
但郑夫人接受讯问时，完全没提过受害者身上有血迹或者胸口中刀之类的事情啊。
也许她没注意到。
荒唐！他对被害人的面部表情都观察得那么细致，怎么可能没注意到被害人胸口是不是插着刀？
That's got a point. Yeah.
而且被害人衣服上的血迹，并没有呈现出向下流的趋势。
So they're saying that this thing stabbed him when he was already like this. If he was standing up, then it would have flowed downwards.
说明被害人死前并不是处于站立状态。小子，破案不是看侦探小说，猜测要基于证据。
I kind of like this because
强调几遍。
It shows that Shen thinks in Chinese. Even though he's fluent in English and knows a lot, this is still his default language.
看来这不是正确的方向。
I need to reconsider. Ah. Oh, wow, that's cool. Oh. This is really cool. And we can go back, so... overall problem, let's see. Didn't need the key or return the key. I'm kind of curious about return the key. Let's go to... Didn't need the key.
也许凶手根本不需要用钥匙锁门。
Let's say he exited from the window, even though I don't think that's true.
凶手有可能是通过窗户离开的，然后又用某些方法锁上了窗户。
格迪，你来解释。
沈先生，你也检查过的，那2扇窗都是从室内反锁着的。
也许凶手是通过这种办法锁上的窗户。
Use something to lock the door. Have a compliance to help. Lock the door by themselves. Use
他
something
应
to
该
lock
是
the
利用
door.
了屋内的某些物品来旋转窗把手。
什么物品？
What items? I mean, this is kind of suspicious. I don't know why this is here. I'm gonna throw it out anyways. That's super wrong.
这就是凶手用来反锁窗户的物品。
It's like no.
沈先生，恕我直言，我觉得
What are you thinking,
它和
bro?
窗户甚至产生不了关联。
Allow me to reconsider.
你毫无根据的瞎猜。
容我。
Yeah. Okay. This is still in progress. We'll try it again.
他应该是利用
Knife? Nope.
凶手可以利用
Oh,
这
there
根
we
纸带
go.
来旋转窗把手。
I tried out the telegram actual machine, but then it wasn't it. And now I tried out the tape.
纸带要怎么操作？
先将纸带卷在窗把手上，再利用电报机拉动纸带。
还记得你检查窗户时我们的对话吗？那个窗把手很紧，得用很大的力气才能扣上。
Did not remember that.
用纸带来拉，肯定会断。
那说不定其他的。
别浪费时间了，用常识想想。
Still love that they're all just different Shens.
看来这个手法缺乏可操作性，我需要重新
Allow
思
me to
考一下。
reconsider.
凶手可以利用棉线
Oh
来拉动窗把手。
Okay, sorry, I finally presented something else. I thought I'd be wrong. The killer could use a cotton thread to pull a window handle? Eh.
窗户上可没扎着什么棉线啊，那个窗把手很紧，得用很大的力气才能扣上。
那说不定
Yeah.
其他的。这就是凶手。
Honestly, I got like no other items. I don't know what it is. So that's gonna be
他应该是利用
in progress for a little bit because like I think I tried out the things that make sense to me. I haven't tried out everything, but some things like the photos, they don't make any sense. The newspaper reports, you can't really use that to close a window. So I think I've presented everything physical. In that case, I'm gonna continue from exited from the window, but
凶
a
手有可
different
能是通过
a
窗户
different
也许凶
possibility.
手是通过这种办法。
Had a compliance to help.
说不定凶手有帮凶。在警方调查现场的时候，帮凶偷偷地反锁了窗户。
可是，当时只有我和约瑟在房间中。
所以你认为谁是帮凶？科迪还是约瑟？
Yeah.
若警察是帮凶，推理毫无意义。的确，任何证据的真实性都要被打上问号。合理的思路是，暂不做此假设。 除非有明确的证据证明
That
警察
is
有
a
问题。
very good point.
从头来过吧。
From the beginning.
凶手有可能是通过窗户，也许凶手是通过这
Let's
种
try
办
lock
法
the door by
说不定
themselves.
窗户是凶手案发后回屋锁的。
不可能，当时
你认为凶手？
这也不是全无可能。
Oh, how?
这更不可能。沈先生，我跟你说过的，案发的那天，我和约瑟都在警局，直到我们接到报案。警局里的其他人可以证明。
看来
Oh my god, I don't know what to do. Alright, I don't think it's any of these. Let's try didn't need the key again.
也许凶手根本就不需要用钥匙锁门。
So did they hide in the room?
也许凶手一直躲在屋内，在警方破门后才离开了房间。
那间屋子一目了然，没有能藏人的地方。要是有人敢这么干，早就被我们逮住了。
I think he's right.
这个手法缺乏可测。也许凶手不需要用
Room
钥
was
匙。
never
我曾听人
locked.
说，但事实上，房门根本就没有上锁。
This is exactly what happened in case 1.
你说的这种可能性，我们破门而入时撞坏了锁扣，门上的锁舌一直处于伸出状态。
That is proof that it was locked.
我和约瑟反复检查过，很确定门是锁着的。
看来，这个假设与实。
Okay, in that case, we'll go to the other side, where it's possible that maybe I forgot what it was.
房间唯一的钥匙在哥
They
哥手
returned the key.
也许凶手锁好门后，又用某种方式将钥匙送了回来。
哦，通过哪里送回来？
Through the door.
大概率还是通过门送回钥匙，毕竟门是房间唯一的出入口。
可是，凶手要怎样通过门把钥匙送回被害人手中呢？
Using a mechanism?
凶手或许可以利用屋内的某些物品制作机关。
机关？什么机关能把钥匙准确地送回被害人手？
首先，凶手要用这件物品将钥匙和哥哥的手连接起来。
Connect the key to my brother's hands. Oh. Maybe it's this. I'll give this a shot. Damn it.
这个看起来和运输钥匙完全无关啊！
容我仔细。
Oh man, this is gonna take a while. Maybe it's this with the long cotton threads.
凶手可以利用煤油瓶中的棉线运输钥匙。
可警方没有在地上发现什么棉线。
They burned it.
运输完成后，他完全可以将沾有煤油的棉线点燃烧毁。
可钥匙上既没有沾染煤油的痕迹，也没有烧灼的痕迹。
But there wasn't the knife. That's weird.
容我仔细。首
I
先
was thinking the wrong thing. Maybe it's the paper reel again. I think there's a wrong
凶
line
手
of
很可
thinking.
能是利
Oh,
用
never
这卷
mind.
摩斯码纸盘将钥匙收入屋内的。
摩斯码纸盘，
纸袋的内侧比较脏，有一些磨损痕迹。
Oh, that's why the Morse code reel looks so weird.
我怀疑这是纸袋在地上拖行所产生的痕迹。
不可行。首先，电报机的朝向就是问题。电报机上的纸盘指向实验桌的方向，而不是指向房门。其次，从空间上看，电报机、被害人和房门并不在一条直线上。
He's technically right.
这里不仅有角度差，还有高度差。小子，凶手是怎么用纸袋把钥匙送回你哥哥手中的？
He wrapped it around his hand?
仅凭纸袋是不够的，凶手应该还用到了房间中的一些其他物品。究竟哪些物品构成了机关？它们又是怎样运转的？我需要把思路好好整理一下。
Need to organize my thoughts properly. Wow. Oh, wow, so that was right. The killer likely created a mechanism using the paper strip and some other items in the room to return the key back to my brother's hand. I need to figure out these items. Huh. You can expect this. So if I do this. Ah, I see, you can do that at any time. These are probably set to burn certain evidence. So if I click on something. What do I do? Oh, I drag it. Okay. Ah, yeah, that would explain why the candles are like right underneath him. I don't know how to do this, to be honest. I feel like some of the details are missing on me. My idea is that like this was dragged by the reel and then something burned. I have no idea. Something doesn't seem quite right. The paper reel doesn't rotate on its own. That's it. There's a missing power source here. So the telegraph machine is definitely the power source. I have no idea, dude. Oh, there's a review button. The murderer likely used a mechanism involving Morse code paper strips and other items in the room to return the key to Brian. I need to select these items. I'm dead. Oh, whoa, he said there's a difference between the height and the table and the floor. When the paper strip is straightened, it will pass through the candle flame and be ignited.
我早说过
Ah, crap.
别再当小丑了，接受事实吧。
Stop acting like a clown.
可恶，离真相只有一步之遥了。
No, game over. Another failure, huh? Oh, Dark Shen. Try again. Wait, what was that? Lost direction. Shen Jumping didn't believe his brother committed suicide, but couldn't find evidence to refute the police conclusion. Ah, that was really hard. I still don't know what it is. Oh!
So that's how it is.
That was my first try after the game over. Oh, I replaced one of the machines with like the stool because he mentioned the table stool.
Officers, I know how the killer returned the key.
Mr. Shenden, please, share your thoughts.
The killer indeed used the code paper strip to transport the key. He inserted one end of the paper strip into the key's chain hole and bent it back in reverse. Used my brother's hand to hold onto the strip. Next, used a candle to change the direction of the strip and keep it down with a low stool. Installed the reel onto the phonograph.
Yeah. That's what I was like imagining.
When the phonograph was activated, it retrieved the paper strip and pulled back the key. The key had resistance when passing through the hand, causing the strip to detach. Then, the key stayed in his hand. This is the method the killer used to return the key.
He's like, damn, that seems complicated.
Interesting.
Since the Morse code paper reel is not a component of the phonograph, we all instinctively assumed that it could only be installed on the telegraph machine.
Oh, haha, yeah. I was thinking like, if the phonograph was going off like non-stop, then, you know, that results in a constant like circular motion that would like retract the thing. But on a telegram, you'd have to like send something for it to activate, and you'd have to send a lot of stuff. If there were receipts, then that'd be bad.
But in fact, the telegraph machine can't retrieve paper strips. What truly aided the killer in this scheme was the phonograph by the desk.
The phonograph can have so many uses.
Oh my god, I'm so glad I figured that out. I just like... Oh! This nut has the same hexagonal shape as a slot of in the center of the paper reel. By fixing the paper reel here, the killer could retrieve the paper strip using the phonograph. The paper reel could truly be installed here. However, if the paper reel was installed here, it cannot detach itself. But we did find it on the ground. I still need to point out to Officer Jones the location that caused the paper reel to detach. Is it just this thing finishing it? It's this thing going in, right? Because once you play it long enough, it's going to, you know... The paper reel was found on the ground with it, what's going on with that? I still need to point out to Officer Jones the location. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, there we go. It is indeed this phonograph's tone arm that caused the paper reel to detach.
Officers, please take a look. The phonograph's tone arm continuously shifts to the right during music play.
Right.
The tone arm pushes the paper reel away and the reel rolled into the position where it was found. So, the killer's artifice of creating a locked room illusion stands completely exposed.
That seems really convoluted and complicated, but in mystery novels it seems possible.
Mr. Shen, that's truly an enlightening deduction.
What's your opinion, Sergeant Gaunt?
Your speculation does have a certain level of plausibility.
But that means he would have, like, passed by the old lady, right?
Could the police say that?
But speculation is just speculation. Cracking a case comes down to evidence and facts.
My statements are backed by factual evidence.
Your speculation does seem to explain some of the phenomena at the scene. But there are still fatal contradictions between it and some crucial fact.
What facts?
Time. Between 1:40 and 2:30 that afternoon, the cafe downstairs heard uninterrupted phonograph music. If the killer turned on the phonograph to transport the key back into the room, then before 1:40, he must have locked the door and left the scene. According to autopsy, your brother's time of death is estimated to be between 2 and 3.
What if he was knocked out and he just played the phonograph before he died?
Of course, it can be narrowed down further to 2 to 2:28. He was dead when the police arrived. You catch what this implies? Even following your speculation, your brother got stabbed after the killer left the room. Well, that blows the foundation of this reasoning out of the water, doesn't it?
Is it possible he was attacked before 1:50, with death occurring after 2 o'clock?
You know he died from a weapon piercing the left pulmonary artery, causing sudden cardiac arrest. In other words, he died instantly, right after getting stabbed. The bloodstains at the scene confirm that as well.
Yeah. I guess what he's saying makes a lot of sense.
Could this situation be due to...
Paper reel installed later. Delayed murder. Presence of an accomplice. Delayed murder?
Since the door was locked first, then the murder. The killer likely employed a method to delay the time of the murder.
How can that be possible? There are no signs of binding or defense wounds on your brother's body. Would he just stand by and watch the killer set up a killing mechanism?
I suspect my brother had lost the ability to move at that time, because...
I actually have no idea. Ashes found on the body, wax strips in the clothes. I am not sure. I'll present the autopsy, but
my brother's autopsy report is the best evidence.
So my reasoning for this is because, well, where's the evidence? Okay, evidence, the autopsy report. It said that, stabbed, blah, blah. It's weird that it says ashes found on the body, wax strips found on the clothes. You wouldn't just like lay down like that. Something has to be set up to the point where you'd have ash on your body and stuff on your clothes, and if you didn't like wipe it off or do anything, then it probably means that you were immobile.
Officer Jones mentioned that most contortions are related to paralysis of the back nerves.
I got it completely wrong.
I suspect the killer used anesthetic drugs on my brother.
We've suggested this direction early on, but toxicology results came back all negative.
Perhaps a substance undetectable with current forensic expertise.
Can't confirm or deny that possibility. But before delving into the drug angle, a more pressing question is, if there was no one in the room at the time, how did the weapon pierce the victim's chest? No crossbows or similar devices were found at the scene.
Officer Jones, was the dagger vertical to the ground at that time?
I think it was.
At that time, the body was in a contorted position, the chest almost parallel to the ground. The dagger was thrust vertically into his chest. It can be considered as vertical to the ground.
Vertical to the ground.
So maybe it dropped from the skylight?
And the location where my brother was murdered happened to be directly beneath the skylight. This is likely not a coincidence.
Are you suspecting the killer hung the dagger on the skylight? On second thought, the skylight is very high and it's impossible to reach without a ladder. But Mrs. Cheng's house doesn't have a ladder. There were no signs of anything being moved at the crime scene. How was the dagger hung up then? It can't have flown there, can it?
You don't need your snark at the moment.
Officer Jones, you reminded me. This item made me realize how the killer suspended the dagger.
Oh, that's gonna be this thing for sure. God damn it.
Hold on. There's no apparent connection between this and the method used to hang the dagger.
Allow me a moment.
Let me reconsider.
This item made me realize.
Kerosene? Wire? Burned?
Hold on.
Never mind. Oh, there are scorch marks here. Is this straight? This gonna be the skylight?
Hold on.
Damn it!
There's.
It's not gonna be a freaking lantern, is it? Oh my god!
Mr. Shen's suggesting the photograph along with the dagger took off.
Oh, I was wondering what this is gonna be for. It's a freaking
He means
lantern.
the lantern in the photo.
The lantern burned.
That idea does have a touch of imagination to it.
But can a lantern truly carry a dagger and take off?
At room temperature, air density is 0.08 of a pound per
Wow.
cubic foot, while hot air in the
Okay.
lantern is 0.06 of a pound per cubic foot.
Sergeant Gaunt is an asshole, but like, he is pretty smart.
35 cubic feet volume lantern, excluding its own weight, can lift an object weighing up to 9.17 ounces. The dagger weighs 5.64 ounces, requiring only 24 cubic feet of lantern volume to lift it.
Sergeant Gaunt's calculations are precise and admirable.
A little bit too precise.
Never thought Sergeant Gaunt's math skills were so deep and unbelievable.
And unfathomable.
Just a bit of a private hobby, you know.
Yeah, used for killing people.
So why wasn't there a lantern found at the crime scene?
It was burned. Oh, Jesus Christ. I was gonna take a break, but here we go. I think it's these 3 items. If not, it's gonna be the kerosene thing. I'll remove the candles. Screw it. I'll just go with this. Yeah, not the candles.
The asbestos mesh serves as the base support for the lantern, with a stone wax as the heat source. This partially burned piece of paper should be part of the lampshade. On the lab table, there's a stack of identical large, lightweight sheets of paper.
I didn't ken what method the killer used to completely burn the lampshade like that.
I believe the lampshade must have been brushed with kerosene. When the flame spread, it could burn down the entire sky lantern.
No wonder there were paper ashes on your brother's body.
Yeah, then that would make sense.
The position where the lantern hangs from the ceiling was not controllable. How did the killer ensure that the falling dagger would definitely stab the victim? Besides, about the death time delayed, how did he control the timing of the dagger's descent?
There should be another mechanism at the scene, composed of a sky lantern and some other items.
Oh my god, there's more! Oh. So, sky lantern. Must have used it to lift the thing. Okay, so to address the delay and limit issues with the dagger's placement, there must be another set of mechanisms on site. I need to select the items to compose it. I do not know at the moment. Oh man, I'm just gonna throw in some items I haven't used. I am honestly kind of lost. So there's that. There's the books. Skylight? What else have I not used? Sure, this. Something seems off, indeed. The mechanism should be able to control the position of the lantern. It should also be able to control the timing of the dagger's descent. I have no idea. I'm dead.
You've got talent, lad. Consider this case a valuable learning experience.
Mr. Shen, sign away. Let's put an end to this case.
Crap. Oh well. Dude, this is so long. I have no idea how. I don't get it. Any chance it's like the phonograph stuff again? Is it this? Killer used kerosene, and there was another area contaminated with kerosene as well. I don't remember that. I know that the windowsill had scorch marks. Oh, one of the candles had kerosene marks. Any chance it's this? Okay.
So that's how it is.
I have no idea.
The ring at the end of the dagger's handle shows signs of scorching. There are scorch marks on the skylight frame as well. And the location where my brother was murdered happened to be directly beneath the skylight. That's the killer's plan.
You know what? I know this is kind of a dick move, but I'm gonna stop here. I've been recording for almost 2 hours. I do kind of want to fit this into one episode instead of splitting into two because I spent a lot of time just thinking. But this is kind of interesting, but I'm kind of dreading the conclusion to this case because I know that's not going to end happily. And I mean, once again, what's his name? Grant or I forgot his name already. They're not adding him to the character list for some reason. But like, once again, he's kind of an asshole, but like, he is thinking very logically, and he probably has other work to do. Still very like insensitive to Shen since his brother literally died. He's here to like figure out the truth. But everything he said so far is fairly logical. Because this, honestly, this seems kind of fantastical. But I guess if he knows his brother like that well, and he knows that like he couldn't have killed himself, then he has to think outside the box, and that's what he's doing. But interesting mystery. Don't really know how I feel about it until like the conclusion, but so far it's going pretty good. Well, I think we'll continue this and maybe finish off this investigation part with next time. Until then, I will be seeing you. See ya.